I'm Joresa Blount for CNN. I report. Coming up next, rumors of war and celebrities to the rescue. Each home on the tour was originally built between 1922 and 1940. Soon you'll see signs all along Crenshaw Boulevard directing traffic just for that construction to happen. Drills and prepping for emergency medical procedures are important for the October opening. Good day, LA. I'm Joresa Blount with your CNN I Report news break. The United States is one step closer to war with North Korea. President Donald Trump has designated North Korea as a state sponsor of terrorism. That gives the U.S. more room to impose sanctions and use of military force if necessary. North Korea dismissed the policy change, calling Mr. Trump a lunatic. In national news, the fate of a former teenage sex slave who killed a man has become the latest cause celeb. Cyntoia Brown is serving a life sentence for killing 43-year-old Johnny Mitchell Allen, who paid to have sex with her in 2006. She was just 16 years old. Now, after an online documentary of her case went viral, celebrities such as Kim Kardashian West and Rihanna have launched a movement to set her free. They say Brown shouldn't be held responsible because she was a victim of sex trafficking. In sports news, boxing legend Oscar De La Hoya is the latest fighter who wants a piece of mixed martial arts champ Conor McGregor. De La Hoya says he'd easily beat McGregor in a boxing match. But the former champion is being called a hypocrite because he criticized Floyd Mayweather for fighting McGregor earlier this year, a fight Mayweather won. McGregor has not responded to De La Hoya's challenge. In entertainment news, the Golden Globes announced who will be hosting their 75th annual award show. Seth Meyers will serve as master of ceremonies for the event dubbed the Party of the Year. Globe officials say his quick wit and charm makes him the perfect host. Past MCs have included Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, Ricky Gervais, and Jimmy Fallon. That's going to do it for this hour's news break. For CNN I Report, I'm Joresa Blount. Ashley Poe is a 22-year-old student at El Camino College. She's majoring in communication studies, and while she is still searching for the right career path, right now she is definitely sure about one thing.
I will be voting for this election because a lot of people think their voice doesn't matter, but if enough people come together, and our voice really does matter, and I just want my voice to be heard.
Poe isn't alone in feeling the importance of voting this year.
So I'm 18 years old. I think it's really important for us to hear our voices, to be heard, because politicians, they're going to go out and do whatever they want to do unless we speak up.
Poe also says some of the propositions hit close to home. In particular, Proposition 61, which could change how California residents pay for prescription drugs.
That sticks out to me mostly because my parents, they're older too, and they're getting to where they're not invincible anymore.
I do have a small nephew who actually he has cancer, so his medication costs a lot already, and I feel like with that one, if they raise the prices, my brother is going to struggle a lot more.
Millennials make up almost 31% of eligible voters in the U.S. The youngest millennial will be voting for the very first time this year. Professor Angela Cranon-Charles has been teaching for 18 years. She's noticed a change with this generation of voters.
Then we're looking at students now that are not just coming straight from high school, but are actually having jobs, paying rent, buying cars. So now they realize that the decision that they make on which candidate gets into office may determine if they pay more taxes, if they have a job or not.
Even though some political experts predict that millennials will not show up at the polls, students right here at El Camino College seem to know the value of their vote. For Torrance City Cable, I'm Joresa Blount.
$3 million road rehabilitation project is underway. Reporter Joresa Blount has the story.
The sounds of construction can be heard along parts of Crenshaw Boulevard and PCH to South City limits. It's the beginning of a 6-month project for the city of Torrance to improve these roads.
It's a very heavily traveled street. It's one of the main corridors within the city. It carries in excess of 50,000 vehicles a day. It has been kind of beaten up over the years. It's got a lot of potholes, a lot of deterioration.
City Engineering Manager Steve Fitton says the Crenshaw Rehabilitation Project will include replacing pavements, removing any broken concrete, fixing median landscaping, and even making the traffic signal improvements at 3 intersections. Also, commuters can have a smoother ride. Crumblings just like this are all part of the city's plans to be fixed. Soon you'll see signs all along Crenshaw Boulevard directing traffic just for that construction to happen.
Repairs or improvements, and the better the roads, the better my vehicle gonna be treated. So I'll put up with the traffic jams.
While it's no secret that Crenshaw Boulevard is a busy road, many say while they think the project is a great idea, they are already making efforts to avoid the street.
I try to go any other street except for Crenshaw, because when you're coming, especially in the middle of the day and they're working, you only have one lane sometimes, and the commute is really slow, so I really try to avoid it.
But for the commuters that still take Crenshaw Boulevard, Fitton says it's better to prepare yourself now for the traffic jams that will be coming.
There will be periods of time, though, where we will be required to close lanes on a 24-hour basis. And those will be the tough times for folks. And we certainly do recommend to please use alternative routes.
The city plans to avoid peak hours for the construction, but you will see workers between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Monday through Saturday. For Torrance City Cable, I'm Joresa Blount.